Hello everybody, welcome to Harkins Technology. Today I'm going to show you an Active Directory pen test on the HackSmarter platform. It's going to be ShadowGate. I am on the website now, HackSmarter, to start up this AD environment lab. Let's turn the lab on. We'll give that a minute to turn it on. As it's turning it on, so 1.242.226. We can see if we can start pinging that. Ten to 1.242.226. It does not look like it's up yet. Let's try it again. Oh, you can see it's now up. Let's do nmap scan against this host. We're going to do a stealth scan, aggressive, T5 to make it very fast, against this one, 10.1.242.226. Okay, the nmap scan has finished. Let's see what we have. It looks like it has IIS on it, running a web server, port 88, so Kerberos is on it, LDAP is on it, 80 LDAP. Looks like the domain is called ShadowGate, and the server name must be DC01, domain controller 01 ShadowGate. So with this being done, let's go into a folder, cd HackSmarter. Let's make directory ShadowGate, cd into that directory. Let's do a sudo nano etc host. And let's add the ShadowGate domain so we can resolve this. Oh, something's wrong. Oh. Etsy host. There we go. So on this, we'll create a HackSmarter 10.1.242.226 DC01.shadow.gate, and I'll do shadow.gate. So now we should be able to resolve this. 242.226. I think that's 242.226. Yep, so that's correct. Now let's see if we can see anything about this network. So let's use netexec smb 10.1.242.226. See if we can find any SMB shares on the network. There we can see there is SMB shares on the network. Let's see if we can pull anything useful off of this. Password policy, or I mean any users on the Active Directory domain. Here we can see we just pulled the list of domain users. So this is an insecure domain. I have this nice command that I created to pull the users. It's actually this right here. So what this does is it pulls only this column of the users and puts it into a nice file. And you can use that for password spraying or shove the user list into other programs later. So now I can show you we can concatenate users.txt, and now we have all the users in the domain in this file. So that will be very useful in the future. Let's see if we can get the password policy of this domain. Pass policy. On this password policy, we can see that they do have an account lockout threshold. So you can't just password spray their accounts because you have risk of locking them out. So we're going to shove this user in, and we're going to see if we can get any pre-authentication users that are not authenticated and encrypted with the domain to extract the password hash off of them. It's going to be AS Kerberoasting. So we're going to use impacket, get NP users, ShadowGate, that's the domain. This is going to be users file. We're doing a no password authentication against this DC. And we'll do a format of hashcat. And we're going to output it to this file. So if there's any password hashes in this, it'll be a hashcat format, so we can take them offline and try to crack them. And here we go, we have one right here. J Trueblood. So we will copy this. So we're gonna echo this to a file. It's gonna be this. And we're gonna out it into jtrueblood.txt. So let's concatenate that. Cat jtrueblood. And there we go, we have that. So now let's stick that in the hashcat and see if we can crack it. So let's do a hashcat. This is a 18200 type of hash, jtrueblood, and the normal user share wordless rocku.txt password list. Let's see if this cracks it. Okay, we cracked this password. The password is Blood Brothers. So jtrueblood, Blood Brothers is the password. Now with these valid domain credentials, we can go and look at BloodHound to see what else we can do with this user. So let's turn on BloodHound CLI, install. BloodHound is not running. Sudo BloodHound CLI, install. Okay, we're turning on BloodHound. This is going to be our password. And let's go to BloodHound. So before we can go into BloodHound, we have to ingest this data. So let's first run BloodHound Python. And we're going to use Trueblood. We're going to use the user's password. We're going to use the domain, the IP address of the DC, and we're collecting everything. So when this is done, then we can go and ingest this into BloodHound. Here it is iterating over the domain, finding a bunch of information that we can use, and it's done. So it created some JSON files, as you can see, and let's input those into BloodHound. Okay, let's go over to BloodHound. BloodHound, admin, that password. Let's drag all those files in. It's uploading these files. Okay, it's been ingested. Let's see if we can find anything. Trueblood. We currently have access with this user. Does this user have anything else? Looking at this, they are part of two groups in the domain. Just normal users group, it looks like. However, this is important. Outbound object control. This user has control over something. It looks like it has GenericWrite on this B Brown user. What's up with this B Brown user? This user B Brown, it's a member of something else. Active Directory certificate services reader. So this makes me think there's going to be some type of ADCS vulnerability, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. So now, with it being Trueblood, it can do something to this B Brown user. Let's go in and try to generate a certificate, a ticket granted and a Kerberos ticket for this user. So we can use bloody AD to generate a fake SPN, and then we can try to request a certificate for that. So we're going to use bloody AD, the host, the domain, Trueblood, password. We're going to set the object to be Brown and request a certificate. There we go. We now have a service principal name for this fake SPN. Let's use Impacket and try to get this fake SPN. It's going to be this command. Get users SPN with the domain. Everything else is the same. With this, we can see we generated a fake service principal name on the domain under this user. Actually, we just got this. We got the Kerberos certificate right here. So we can concatenate B Brown, and we can see we have another password hash. So now we can take this and stick this in the hashcat. So we're going to do a hashcat. This is a different type of certificate. This is a Kerberos certificate. So we're going to use B Brown against the same rocku.txt. Let's see if we can crack this password. It's already cracked. The password is 1234567 Okay. So now we have B Brown's username and password on the domain. So we just did lateral movement across the domain. So we cracked that password with hashcat 1234567 is the password. Let's try to see if we can see if there's any vulnerability with this user with the certificate. So let's use certify AD. Let's find any vulnerabilities, and we're looking for any vulnerabilities. So we're using username, password, the DCIP address, and looking for vulnerabilities. This is scanning their Active Directory certificate services, looking for vulnerabilities. Okay, let's see if we found anything. Let's concatenate 2026. 0811 dot text. Right here, exclamation mark means it's vulnerable, so it's vulnerable to the web enrollment is over HTTP. With this, we can try to set up a relay and try to coerce the domain to grant authentication to whatever. We're going to be spoofing, relaying in the network, trying to get the domain to authenticate to us, the domain controller. So we're going to put on certify AD relay, and we are going to pretend to be the domain controller. So we have our IP address of the domain, we have the domain controller CA, and we're pretending to be a domain controller. So now other stuff on the network is going to try to authenticate and send information to us, and hopefully we can capture something. We're going to do Control O so it's underneath a new terminal. Okay, we're running the relay. Now let's see if we can try to coerce authentication to this. So netexec smb 10.1.242.226. The user is going to be Brown. The password is going to be 1234567 We're going to coerce this with the capital M. Coerce plus. We're going to type in the listener equals 10.200.78.183, which is my attacker IP address, and go. There we go. Look at that. We were able to get the certificate. So now we have a certificate. The DC01 certificate. Right here, DC01. So now we can use this and authenticate against the DC with this certificate and get a password hash from the DC. So we're going to use certify AD. We're going to authenticate with the certificate. And we're going to go use the DC IP. That's going to be 10.1.226.242. Oh, I think I did it backwards. 242.226. And it looks like this is supposed to be 1 hyphen. There we go. Now here you go. Here's a password hash for DC01. With this, we will copy this password hash and try to dump the database, because our end goal here is to get the Kerberos hash for this domain. So we're going to use mpacket secrets dump. We're going to use hashes. And on this domain, we use ShadowGate DC01 $sign at 10.1.242.226, and we're gonna get just DCNTLM. Oh, well, actually that's wrong because of the quote. Just DCNTLM. Let's see if that's right. And there we go. We just dumped the mtds.dit for the domain controller. So the one we are looking for is Kerberos, which is this guy. Should be this password. And let's see if this is correct. BloodHound. The objective was to What is a Kerberos NT hash? Let's see if this is correct. There we go, we got it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.